Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Seth here. Today, I just wanted to kind of walk you through and just go through the workout that I did for this video, and it really it comes straight from a vertical training program that I'm currently working on. But real quick, if you are interested in a conditioning program, it's a 10-week program, and I will link it up in the description. It'll be a free download. It's just going to ask for your email, and it will send it directly over for you to download. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check out the link in the description. But let's go ahead and jump right into this workout. So I'm just starting off with some foam rolling. I don't always do foam rolling. Sometimes my muscles get a little bit tight. Today specifically, especially my lower back, for some reason was pretty tight on me. So I just spent a little bit of time just trying to get that loosened up. I don't always do foam rolling. It kind of just depends on my body and depends on how I'm feeling. Since I was feeling a little bit tight today, I just wanted to make sure and spend a couple minutes just trying to get those body parts loose. My left quad really gets tight on me sometimes too, so that's what you see me doing here. Sometimes my knee bothers me, so rolling out the quad and just spending a little bit of time on that seems to take a good amount of pressure off the knees. So just depending on how I'm feeling, I'll just spend a couple minutes on the foam rollers. But you just want to make sure you can go nice and slow with these. I'm probably going a little bit too fast here. Probably want to slow it down a little bit and just take your time with it and make sure you're getting everything ready for this workout. And this warm-up, you would probably want to take maybe 5, maybe 15 minutes. You don't want to overdo the warm-up. But the next thing I'm going into is kind of an Achilles stretch, and you see me kind of pushing out my knees with my elbows just to get that groin area and kind of that adduction area. Don't spend too much time with that, and then I just go into some knee circles. Really just want to loosen up the hips. That's a big thing with vertical jump, is getting those hips warmed up. So just do a few rounds of the knee circles. And whenever you're doing these, you try not to rotate the hips too much with these, and just try to focus on keeping your hips square while you're doing these circles. But then we're just going to go right into some plyometrics. I like to do plyometrics first and let that lead into the strength, because I don't like to be fatigued when you're going into plyometric. To me, that just seems a little dangerous. But we're going to start off with some jump ropes. I'm doing about 30 seconds of jump rope here. And we're gonna rest in between, but we don't want to rest too much. I don't time the rest, but I kind of just recover enough, and then just go right into another set or right into the other exercise. You kind of just whatever works better for you, or whatever is your personal preference. I go into the opposite. I go into another exercise, and then I just kind of just do like 3 rounds. But this is going to be skater jumps. And this, you really just want to emphasize the jump and the landing. Try not to just go through the motion on these. You really just want to take your time and just put all your efforts into each rep of these. And I do about 5 to 6 reps on each side, but make sure it's good reps. Don't make the quality of the reps low. You want the high quality reps on these. So springing off the leg and then sticking the landing nice and soft. So getting about 5 or 6 reps on each side of these is what I do here. And once again, I rest a little bit, and then I go right into another exercise. Probably about 30 seconds of rest or so. But this is going to be kettlebell swings. And once again, you really just want to emphasize the exercise. So really sending that weight through with the hips, and just squeezing your glutes the whole way through. I've said this time and time again, but it's not an upper body exercise. But that's going to be about it for the plyometric portion. So make sure to do 3 sets of each of those. You can do 3 rounds if that's more suitable for you. But going into the strength portion now, and I always get a couple warm-up exercises or warm-up sets before I start putting some heavy weight on the bar. So just doing maybe 6 or 8 reps of just the bar, and then I put a little bit more weight on the bar. That's about 135 here, and I get 2 warm-up sets. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to over fatigue the legs before I get into the actual working sets. So just keep that in mind. but just focus on the form of these. You want to keep real good form. And then for this, I'm actually gonna put 70% of my 1 rep max on the bar. So this is my actual working set here, my first working set, and you want 70% of your 1 rep max, and we're gonna get about 25 to about 35 reps total. So with 70%, it should be around 6 to 8 reps with about 4 to 5 sets. So quite a bit of volume, so just keep that in mind whenever you put weight on the bar with the percentage of your 1 rep max. Once you're done with that, I go into some trap bar deadlifts. I said this before, but I prefer the trap bar deadlifts over conventional. To me, just the conventional just seems to just throw my form out of whack a little bit, so that's why I tend to go to the trap bar deadlifts. But same thing here, we're gonna go with 70% of our 1 rep max. I got about 225 on the bar, and we're gonna go with about 25 to 35 reps of these as well. So that's the 2 big compound movements. Next, we're gonna go into kind of an accessory movement. It's just going to be some hip thrust, and this is a great one for the posterior side of the body. You don't want to avoid the posterior side of the body. It is actually really important for vertical jump. Once I started to focus on my posterior side of my body, that's when I started to see some pretty big results in my vertical. So make sure to add that in as well. But with this, I just do a challenging weight for about 3 sets of 10 with the hip thrust, and just really focus on form and just squeezing at the top. Almost every workout I try to end with some core work, 3 or 4 exercises of core. This is just some ball plank circles. I'm just going around a circle with my forearms there, and just try to stay nice and flat with these, and just really focus on squeezing that core. And then I'm just going to go into some planks here, side plank movements. I try to just hit every part of the core. So I got a lot of the obliques with the side planks. This is going to be a side planks hip taps. So just really, with all of these, you want to just focus on form and just squeezing. For this one, you just want to squeeze at the top. And sometimes you just got to have that extra focus on that core. And I'm doing about 8 of these on each side. You can kind of, there's a lot of different variations of the plank movements. But for obliques, I kind of like these. It's a lot more comfortable than certain other exercises. And for this last one, exercise is going to be a back extension. So this one, I don't like to hyperextend on the back. I like to kind of do like you're doing a crunch, because what we're trying to do here is lengthen the muscle and shorten the muscle. That's going to be the most benefit with this, and so that's what I'm doing here with the weighted back extensions. So just make sure you're really focusing on extending those back muscles and then contracting back up. So that's gonna about wrap this workout up. I always like to end with some stretching, so try to spend about 5 to 10 minutes of stretching to end. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my full vertical training workout. Once again, if you're interested in my 10-week conditioning program, make sure to check out that link below and download that for free. Just let me know what you think on that. If you're interested in more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. And I will see you guys next time.